Hey everyone, it's Norm here from Tested, back in Louisville, Kentucky for WonderFest. Jason.
How are you doing?
Oh, great to see you.
You too as well.
All right, thank you so much for welcoming us into the show again. And you guys, and you and your friends have brought some amazing models.
Yeah, every year we do a model challenge. Bill, George, and I are sort of spearheading this every year. And this year we decided to use the round 2 Galileo shuttlecraft kit as a base and take it and mash it up with something else from pop culture from like the 60s through the 80s, you know, whatever you desire, essentially.
So the core of this is a Star Trek original series, shuttlecraft, Galileo shuttle. At what scale is this?
That's a great question. 1/32nd, I believe.
All right.
Don't quote me on that, and I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong.
And the charge is take this kit, mash it up, kit bash it, put your own spin on it, and do you get hints as to what they're doing before the show?
Yeah, we made a Facebook group and basically said, okay, round 2 has been kind enough to sort of sponsor this. There's a code. You can get a percentage off the kit to you make, you know, the incentive greater. And then my friends at EFX donated a Boba Fett 40th anniversary artist-proof chromed helmet as a grand prize.
A little stakes.
Yeah. John Eves from, you know, Star Trek Productions is going to be our judge.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah. So
okay.
There's a little bit of a contest this year, which really makes it, you know, like really exciting.
Everyone putting their best foot forward.
Yeah, yeah. And Bill and myself are recusing ourselves from the contest so as not to, you know, throw it off. So,
but not recusing yourself from making a model.
You got to make one.
Of course.
And I ended up making 2 because I started early. I wanted to have one from the get-go to sort of inspire people and really show what we were talking about. And it just, snowballed from there.
Well, walk me down the line because I'm seeing some incredible mashups.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Star Trek and Star Wars. Let's start there.
Huh? Yeah, yeah. So someone took the shuttlecraft from Return of the Jedi, mashed up with the shuttlecraft from Star Trek. You know, it's a perfect match made in heaven. I love that there's actually 2 of them, so you can kind of, you know, go between and then see what decisions were made, you know, creatively and structurally, and it's just really, really cool.
It's like, how much of Star Trek do you want to retain? Like here, more of the paint job in the decals, but also the color scheme, and then like how much negative space do you want to pull out?
To have a warm white and a warm gray and a cool gray show up, you know, it's like it's pretty cool.
I'm loving like, you know, deflector shields, but back for thrusters are here, a little more kit bash.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just a great. And the doors on this one are 2, I think it's 1/72nd scale X-wing wing parts mashed together, and it really follows the original contour of the Star Trek door, which was a happy accident, but very cool. I noticed that was a good sort of shout out, you know.
Very fun. All right, I'm seeing also an Ecto.
Yes, from Ghostbusters. There's the Dumb and Dumber one that's flocked, which is always, you know, good for outer space. And there's the A-Team van. This one is a work in progress, and we told them please still bring it because it's just such a good idea. The APC from Aliens, Spaceballs. I made this one.
Yes, tell me about this.
Okay, this is the Jeep from Jaws. You know, everyone knows what that is, mashed up with the shuttle. And I just wanted to make a Jaws one, mostly because I thought it would be fun to have the Baylock puppet in the mayor's jacket, and that would be a fun accessory.
Oh my God, I love your little paint job here. Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting a little better with putting in the highlights.
And a base.
Space stop. Yeah, sorry. So that was, you know, it's just fun to make these things. You know, someone made a mouse droid, NASA, I don't know, I can't remember if it's X-15, was it a test bed vehicle, I think? I can't remember. But it's great to see like outer space, real world. You know, we've got the Space 1999 one, which is, I never would have thought of that, but it's perfect. Shout out to the Gulf Racing Colors, you know, Star Tours.
A blappy one for the
that is definitely a blappy. Yeah. The Star Tours one is a fantastic riff because, again, another brick shape. You know, I did the Battlestar Galactica mashup because it felt right. You know, and you have to sort of mush things and sand things and to get to sort of echo that contour, but even out of the box, like the design language seemed very similar and friendly.
So this one's yours. Can we take a moment to just walk through like your process of when you got a model kit, you know, are you assembling the whole thing first and then deconstructing it? What's your process to get to this?
Yeah, I sort of made decisions about the larger form in and of itself. Like, I knew that I'd have to have 4 of these domes to echo the Galactica one, and the back is raised. So I decided to just cut the model in half, lower it, or raise this up, sort of contour it, and then the bottom, I put it on a grinder or a belt sander and just went to town to get, because the Galactica shuttle has a very severe wedge in the back, and I just wanted as much as I could do before it, became problematic. Taking off the side wings and adding, this structure, and there you are. So, and I tried to use certain kit parts that were landmarks visually that had a half scale version of the kit.
Yeah.
So I lucked out. This is 1/72nd on the Galactica shuttle. This is 1/144th, but it translates pretty well.
The scale works.
Yeah, and even if it's not exact, the fact that it's just there in sort of the right place is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've got I don't have the batteries in it at the moment, but there's a battery cover, and I love, putting in magnets. Yeah, they're the cure for everything, man.
Is it tough trying to marry, your perfectly cut styrene to also your breaking down of the model kit so it all kind of still joins, doesn't look like it's...
Yeah, I appreciate you saying perfectly cut styrene, because it's very wonky and organic, but I think that gives it the soul.
Yeah.
I've done this enough that it doesn't become like automatic writing, but I just instinctively know where to go next, and it's just fun. Every once in a while you hit a point where you're like, all right, how do I back out of this corner? And then that's also fun because it's a challenge, creatively.
And then you like the paint jobs where the paint can tie it all together.
Yeah.
And hide those seams.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And there's a rush involved with priming it for the first time and seeing everything sort of disappear.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got like all this disparate colored styrene and putty chunks, that you've sanded down. And then you can also see what you need to keep sanding. That always sort of hits. So this was the first one I made that to sort of, kick the thing off and hopefully inspire a lot of creativity, which happened. And that was super fun. Yeah.
Are there guidelines for types of materials and processes?
No.
Are there things that certain builders really pride themselves in doing?
As you can see, there's one from Gilligan's Island that seems to be made out of burlap. And I was talking to that's one of Bill's. I was talking to him about it, and he was just like, it was exciting because I didn't have to paint it. He's like, It's all going to be, natural material. And then there's the love bug. And Bill also made the pod riff from...
Oh, what a flex. Look at those lights.
I know. Look at that. This is also... this was a work in progress yesterday afternoon. He came down and it was half done. And he's like, when is the deadline? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe as late as possible tomorrow. If the room's open, you can sneak it in. Great. And he did. He did all of that extra work in the last, 18 hours is like WonderFest in a nutshell to me. And then the shiniest, prettiest one on the very end. I'm really, really excited, like with the variations and the degree of creativity and different directions, unexpected directions that people took. It was very, very cool.
And for most people, when the time between when you're announcing the contest, getting those kits out to folks to when they're delivering, what is that time frame?
I think we decided and solidified in maybe November, December.
Okay.
So it wasn't right after the show. We let things ruminate a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm honestly pretty impressed with how busy people's lives can get. Absolutely. That we got as much as we did at the the high quality that we got. I mean, like some of the stuff is like you can put it on it may be a fun joke model, but that's a shelf sitter. That's good. And
it may not be the only thing they're bringing to the show.
Oh, of course not. Yeah. Everybody's an overachiever if they can be when it comes to this stuff.
That was looking forward to this weekend once a year where everyone's going to bring the new thing that they've made. Just not a thing that maybe they've been working on for a year or two, but having a fun thing with a deadline.
A fun thing with a deadline and a possible prize. I mean, there's nothing better than that, right?
Well, I was also very surprised to see over there someone built a 2-scale, it looks like. Shuttle bay?
Yeah. I believe this weekend we're all going to have the opportunity to place our shuttle into its, Star Trek natural environment. It's enormous, and it's like the greatest thing. Yeah, yeah. I'm very excited about that. It'll be cool to see all those pictures. We'll try to throw them on a gallery or something.
Incredible. Yeah. I'm going to spend more time looking closer at all of these, but what a wonderful job. Congratulations to you and your friends.
Thank you. Thank you.
Successful contest.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Thank you for watching that video. I want to tell you about our Demerit badges, because we know that being a maker is a lifelong enterprise of trying new things and learning new skills, and it is also about repeatedly messing everything up. And we like to celebrate that, because failure is not just an option, it is intrinsic to the creative process. And to that end, we have 3 new bundles of Demerit badges right now on tested-store.com. We've got your Shop Tool Fails Demerit badge bundle up here on top. Here in the middle, we have the Everyday Whoops Demerit badge bundle. And at the bottom, we've got my favorite, the Shit Happens Demerit badge bundle. You can get any one of these bundles, and we are considering offering a bundle of all 24, not those, of all 24 Demerit badges we have released, but we're not sure what to call it. You have a suggestion? Put it in the comments.